good, YouTube? It's your boy Xenny Trapping. I'm back with another video, man. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I will appreciate it. Today we got Tiffany Henyard, baby daddy in custody. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video, man. Key.
I'm about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments. There won't be anything. It'll just be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on in Thornton Township.
When can we address you?
It's in our CBA. That's our collective bargaining agreement. That's our union contract. So it come with the seat. That's what people are not saying. I didn't make this up. I didn't just create this and say, I want security.
Y'all, the feds really said if Tiffany won't come to us, we'll just get everybody around her to snitch on her. And guess what? It's working. Because tell me why Tiffany Henyard's baby daddy is now allegedly in custody, and he's already singing like a bird. Y'all, this whole investigation has shown that birds of a feather really do flock together. And the birds in Tiffany's flock are nasty as hell. Almost everyone around her got a case with the feds for fraud and theft. It's crazy, y'all. Apparently, Tiffany's baby daddy didn't even need much convincing before he threw her under the bus. It really be your own people. Then again, somebody has to look after their kid in the future, because it looks like Tiffany might be going in time out this time, if you know what I mean. But how does Tiffany's baby daddy come into play in all this? And why is he even being targeted? Let's get right into it. Okay, so if you're wondering why Tiffany Henyard was able to get away with this for so long, well, we just figured it out. It's because she surrounds herself with people who are just as shady as her and basically created an army of fall guys around her. After Tiffany started getting investigated for all the shady things she was doing as mayor of Dalton, she pulled a disappearing act and left everybody wondering where she was at. Now, allegedly, she was trying to avoid the investigation and lay low till things calmed down before she strolled her way back into town like nothing ever happened. Remember how we said Tiffany had fall guys lined up to take the blame for everything she did? Well, she thought she was safe. The FBI couldn't get her, but boy was she wrong. Cause one by one, everybody Tiffany thought would take the fall for these crimes are turning against her. And it looks like she has nowhere else to hide. Even her man didn't need to be told twice before snitching on her. That man took one good look at the cell he will be spending the next few years of his life in if he went down with Tiffany and got to singing like a bird. So for those of y'all who don't know, Tiffany's boyfriend is Kamal Woods, and he has a whole lot of shady business going on too. Kamal is listed in Tiffany's divorce papers as her boyfriend, but he plays a much bigger role in her professional life. Now, I know y'all didn't really think that Tiffany would put her boyfriend on, right? First, she made him the director of her cancer foundation, which she allegedly funds from taxpayer money. Yeah, the CARES Foundation, created by Tiffany Henyard to care for breast cancer patients, is apparently nothing but a PR move to make herself look good. The very first day the foundation became official, it received a generous donation of $10,000 from the people of Dalton. Except the people of Dalton did not authorize that donation. Tiffany just up and decided to use that money to fund her personal project. She even went as far as using from the township wallet to fund a trip outside of Dalton to promote her foundation. When I tell y'all, everything that was used during that parade was paid for by the blood, sweat, and tears of the public. From the trucks and bicycles to the DJ, photographer, drones, meals, and hotel rooms. Every single expense. Allegedly, even after the foundation took off, she still didn't stop using public money to fund it. All the staff from the foundation, including her boyfriend Kamal, are apparently getting their paychecks from taxpayer money. But baby, it gets worse. It just wasn't enough for Tiffany to make Kamal the director of her foundation and pay him money that don't even belong to her. She also got him a fancy side gig at Thornton Township, paying him over $100,000. Money that the majority of people in Dalton haven't seen in years. The gig was going well until feds slammed Tiffany Henyard with a subpoena, asking for every single record of all her businesses. And Kamal was named in that subpoena. According to reports, Tiffany was given 2 subpoenas. The first one was focused on her private businesses, including her restaurant and property management business. And they're both as shady as they come. Allegedly, Tiffany tries to cut corners everywhere she can without even caring how it affects her clients. Tiffany's shady business dealings got exposed back in 2019 when one of her tenants lost her home because the building was covered in mold and leaking everywhere.
In the corner where the roof, the ceiling is damaged, and then it leaks going into my kitchen, and the windowsill leaks in my daughter's room.
Except they weren't. Enter activist David Lowry, who called Dalton directly. Suddenly, the house deemed livable on September 3rd became unfit for occupancy on October 15th. Lowry's theory?
The trustee used her power and influence.
So the FBI needed to know exactly what was going on with these businesses. They also asked for all of the records from her political fund and her charity foundation. Oh, but that's not all. See, the deeper this investigation goes, the more people are coming out to expose Tiffany. But she should have seen this coming a long time ago, because there's been trouble with her administration since day one. Barely 6 months into becoming the supervisor of Thornton Township, Tiffany was already facing backlash from her so-called dream team that she ran with. This included candidates for trustee and village clerk positions. Out of her pick, Kiana Belcher and Jason House were elected as trustees, while Allison Key emerged as village clerk. However, the dream team quickly turned into the nightmare team, as they got to calling Tiffany out for her shady antics. See, Tiffany thought they were just gonna be her puppets and allow her to run the township however she liked. But baby, they weren't having it, because just 6 months into her tenure, they were calling her out for mismanaging the funds and running a shady, low transparency organization. By 2022, they were sick and tired of Tiffany because she didn't show any sign of accountability. So the trustees teamed up with the village board to sue her for having major conflicts of interest. However, Tiffany pushed back, accusing them of stirring the pot and trying to derail her efforts to make Dalton great.
But it saddens my heart that you are up here at this special meeting and not downstairs where we have big bingo paying the staff. I don't see the staff on here. I think that's a very important bill to pay. So do y'all want to amend that and add the staff bills? Because I don't see them in none of these bills lists. And then we don't never do agenda like this. So all this fluff you selling to the public is crap.
She started locking them out of their offices, but this didn't scare the trustees. They were determined to get rid of Tiffany one way or the other, so they decided to hold meetings without her. Now, y'all might be thinking the trustees were doing too much, because wasn't Tiffany at least doing her job? Well, according to some residents, there were so many things that needed to be fixed in Dalton, from the roads to the houses, even the police force. But Tiffany just continued spending money on things that were not important, like billboards, first-class trips, hotel rooms at very posh hotels like the Four Seasons, DJs, photographers, and a personal army of security guard. Y'all, the list just goes on and on. Before Tiffany became the mayor, Dalton used...
Hey, man. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I would appreciate it. And I'm going to see you guys on the next video, man. Peace.